Hi everyone! Today we're gonna do some characters that we can open their mouths. Are you ready? They're so silly and funny, and you can make them completely transform. And there's options too. So I did a big old toothy mouth on mine. But what could you do? Could you do a frog with a fly in its mouth? Could you do a bunny with a carrot? Could you do something like me with some teeth? And it could be any animal. It could even be a person. Let's jump right into it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is fold our paper in half, and then we're gonna flip the paper over and fold these ends to the middle. Now when we flip it back over, we have this little area that comes together, and then we open up. So when we open up, that's what it'll look like with the whole mouth. And when we have it closed, that's what it's gonna look like normal with a closed mouth. So I'm gonna start with my paper folded and just plan out what it's gonna look like normally. Now last time I included some of the body because I did an alligator. I think this time I'm gonna do, you know what? I think I'll do a bunny, and I think I'll just do the head. So I'm gonna start with half circle on top and a half circle on bottom to be my head. And then I'm gonna do a U and another U to be some cute little bunny ears. Do a U, that is, inside of each of those to be at the inside of the ears. I'm gonna add some circles for eyes. I think this is gonna be a really silly looking bunny. And I'm going to do my pupils and color in all but a little bit to be a highlight. I think I want to make this a little cutesy, so I'm going to add some little eyelashes. Boop, boop, boop. Awesome. So now I'm going to add a little nose, a little triangle shaped nose. And I'm going to end that right here because that's where we want our mouth to begin. So when it's closed, you usually have those little lines. So I'm going to add some little lines there. I'm going to figure out how to incorporate that into the wider mouth. So now we have this very sweet looking drawing of a bunny. So I think I'm going to give it a cute little pink nose, cute little pink inside of the ears. I think we're going to make this a bunny with some brown spots, so I think I'll give it a little brown spot here, maybe a little brown ear spot. Make it a little cute. Perfect. Okay, so now that I have a basic drawing with the paper closed, I open the paper. Now we have all this space to fill with the mouth open. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this line so that it goes from the bottom of the mouth to the top of the mouth. As you can see, it's going to be crazy big. So now what we're going to do is we get to figure out what we want the inside of this mouth to look like. So do I want to make it go wide like this? I think that's what I'm going to do. So I think I'm going to do a little curvy line like this and a curvy line like this. So it looks like a giant version of what I did here for the closed mouth. Now to make sure this makes sense, I'm going to curve up and curve up. So now I have my giant mouth shape. And I think I'm going to make this one look really silly by doing some giant bunny teeth. Giant bunny teeth. Giant bunny teeth. Should I do two at the bottom? Yeah, I think I'll do 2 shorter ones at the bottom. Giant bunny teeth. And now I think what I'm gonna do is color this in so we kind of get that blackout mouth effect. So trace around. And you could go different ways with this. So maybe instead of doing a blackout mouth effect, maybe you do the tongue, or maybe you do a red background, or, you know, there's so many options. Maybe you even include the tonsils. You could go very detailed with this. All right. So curious what you're doing for your design. And as we've discussed in other drawing videos, since I'm doing a big area, I'm using the side of my marker to make sure I really color it in nicely. And I'm picking a direction. So in my case, I'm drawing up and down. I'm going to fill the whole thing in, drawing up and down. Look like that's almost done. My goodness, how silly does that look? I think I want the top of my teeth a little flatter, so I think I'm going to add a little flat line to make it a little flatter there. Yeah, I like that better. That's more my style. I think what I'm going to do on the side, I'm going to add a little carrot, so it's like she's about to eat a big carrot, and that's why she's opening her mouth. So let's do a little kind of like, it's kind of like a very long heart shape. And then we're going to fill that in orange. Oop, went a little over my edge. That's okay. That's why we still have our black marker. And we can just make our edge bigger if we accidentally go over our edge. Then I'm going to add some curvy lines to the side of my carrot, because we know carrots are curvy, and these kind of give that idea of it being a nice curvy carrot. And then we're going to do some sprouts sticking up. And I'm going to use some black and some green. All right. And so now we have our little drawing. So it goes, cute, sweet little bunny, to I'm so hungry. You can have so much fun with this, and there's so many different ways to do this. Maybe you'll next decorate your background. There's just a billion little ways to do this to make it silly and surprising. I hope you surprised someone with this today, and I hope you have so much fun. Take care. See you in the next one.